Have you lost your job? Are you scared that you might be sacked? Well, you're not the only one. You might be familiar with the word layoffs. It is impacting millions of workers around the world. Layoffs aren't a new phenomenon. The COVID pandemic threw a wrench into the job market. In this edition of WION Decodes, we break down the data and analyze the impact on the workforce worldwide. Before COVID pandemic, there were very few reasons for job cuts. Now, according to some reports, mergers and acquisitions were a big reason. Think about it. When two companies become one, more often than not, there is some overlap in roles. Unfortunately, that means job cuts. Industry downturns were another factor. If a particular sector struggles, companies might have to downsize to stay afloat. Remember the 2008 financial crisis? Well, that led to a wave of layoffs across different industries. And of course, cost cutting was at the core of these job cuts. Sometimes companies try to streamline operations and reduce expenses, which can involve letting people go. Then came the pandemic. It completely reshaped the job market. The travel and hospitality industries were hit the hardest. Now, according to some reports, global unemployment in travel and tourism peaked at around 62% in April 2020. That's a massive number. Millions lost their jobs. But here's the flip side. While some sectors went into lockdown, others boomed. The tech industry, for example, saw a surge in demand. An Indeed report showed a 33% increase in tech job postings during the pandemic. Big tech firms went crazy with their hiring plans. Now we're in this weird in-between phase. Companies are re-evaluating their staffing needs after the initial pandemic hiring rush. Clearly, there was some overhiring in certain sectors, and that led to massive layoffs. In addition, companies are restructuring to adapt to a new work environment. With remote work becoming the norm, some office jobs might have become obsolete already. So what does this all mean for the future? Well, widespread layoffs could lead to some pretty serious problems. We're talking increased unemployment, a widening gap between the rich and the poor, and maybe even some social unrest. Automation is a growing trend, and that's raising concerns about robots taking our jobs. AI, for example. A 2021 study estimates that up to 800 million jobs could be lost by automation by 2030. That's a scary thought, right? But here's the good news. It's not all doom and gloom. There are ways one can overcome this layoff epidemic. Upskilling and reskilling are crucial for individuals. One needs to stay relevant in the job market by learning new skills. You can take online courses, attend workshops, or get a certificate in a new field. It's a complex issue, but by working together, one can navigate this changing landscape. If you've been affected by layoffs or are worried about the future of work, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Let's keep the conversation going about how we can overcome this challenge.